I was affected once again by the renaming virus. The working title of today's broadcast, number 165, originally was What is Jeet Kune Do Revisited? And then I thought, well, what is Jeet Kune Do? I mean, we keep hearing that question over and over again. So that's how we ended up today with the who, the what, the why, the when, the where, and why of Jeet Kune Do. Let's get into it. Hello, everyone. This is Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Do Rebel, and welcome to the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast number 165. Why does it say 164 up there, Dwight? The one about the who, what, why, when, where, whatever, you know, the 6 W's. As you're logging in, if you guys would be kind enough to say where you're logging in from, hit the like button and feel free to continue doing so throughout the broadcast. If you're catching the final edit video over on the YouTube, please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well. If you enjoy my work and you'd like to support the program, please visit jkdrebel.com, click on the Rebel Gear link, and you will find stuff like this. I call it the JKD Notables coffee mug, right? Also, as you know, by now available long sleeve t-shirt, short sleeve t-shirt, hoodie, and all that good stuff, right? But that's over at jkdrebel.com /store, or if you remember just the domain name, click on the Rebel Gear link. But of course, the best thing you can do is to, hang on a second. Yeah, best thing you can do is to share this video and tell everybody about the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast. All right, so quickly, we'll go over the short history of Jeet Kune Do, which all of you already know, right? The who, not the guess who, the who, right? And not the WHO, would be Bruce Lee, the founder of the system, from, let's call it a realization that was implanted after the fight with Wong Jack Man, right? That's kind of like accepted history or what have you. And then the what, obviously, would be Jeet Kune Do itself. Jeet being a Chinese word that means to stop, or more descriptively to intercept. Kune meaning fist, and Do, not a Chinese word, but a Japanese word meaning the way. So more on that in a little bit. Put them together and we get Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist or foot, as Cedar Bruce explained in this, let's see, I think I can get it to play.
This thing you do.
Yeah, there we go.
In Cantonese, Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist.
Intercepting fist, huh?
Or foot. Come on, touch me. Any way you can. You see? To reach me, you must move to me. Your attack offers me an opportunity to intercept you.
Right, okay, so fist or foot, right? That's Longstreet Season 1, Episode 1. Everybody should have seen that hundreds of times by now, right? As for the when, there's much made about the first appearance of the term Jeet Kune Do, and this was in Bruce Lee's Day Timer or something like that. This is Sunday, July 9th, 1967. Apparently, this is where they first saw the words Jeet Kune Do scribbled in his Day Timer. So there's a lot made about that. The where, this is, if it's July of 1967, Bruce Lee would have been living in Los Angeles. We would have to check with Richard Torres, right, to make sure exactly what address, although I suspect it's the 2509 West 115th place in Inglewood, right? But I'm not a researcher the way Richard Torres is, right? So this brings us finally to the why of Jeet Kune Do. So I have a question for you. How many people are aware that Jeet Kune is a form that is taught in the Jingmo system, and that Bruce Lee was taught this form, among several others, but was taught this form called Jeet Kune by Sihon Han sometime in the late 1950s, I imagine. So what do you make of his later naming of his art based on the name of this traditional Chinese Kung Fu form. My immediate initial thought is that it would have become ultimately very difficult for Bruce Lee to identify or discuss his art and philosophy if it didn't have a name, right? If he always had to use, you know, like 10 words to describe it anytime that he was talking about it. So it's easier to give it a name and then continue from there, right? And of course, there is, to this day, debate and discussion about that, because Bruce Lee also said something like, let the name Jeet Kune Do be wiped out. So that's another thing for another time, right? I think Bruce Lee said a lot of things at varying times, which he could have gone on to regret saying, or sayings that he might have altered a little bit as he evolved martially and personally. Actually, that aspect of personal development, that's something that I want to bridge, not today, but in next week's broadcast, right? It's a topic that we'll delve into a little bit more deeply. But I really do want to know what you think. Were Bruce Lee's ultimate reasons for naming his art? What do you think were his ultimate reasons for naming his art the way he did? Do you think it had anything to do with traditional Chinese Kung Fu? Maybe he was paying respects or homage to that in some way, or was it just the practicality behind the idea of interception as the utmost in efficiency? What did I just say? In efficiency, right? So let me know in the comments below, and that's all I got to say for this video. Okay, sign up for notifications for when we go live here on Facebook and over on the YouTube. Please remember to subscribe for the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast and the Jeet Kune Do dialogues, and be sure to hit the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter at Dwight Woods and on Instagram at Dwight D. Woods. Coming up on Friday, January 29th, Jeet Kune Do dialogues episode with an old buddy of mine, Chris Clark, out of, well, I have it written here as Northwest JKD Cali. He and I have not caught up in a while, so I have to catch up with him and see even if he does have an active facility going on. But that'll be Friday, January 29th at the regular 6 p.m. Today is, I got to show you something really funny. Well, I find it funny, right? So just before we went on, today's a blue day, right? So this is the t-shirt. Just before we came on, I realized this is what I was wearing. So that would have been a little bit funny, right? If I'd have shown you that as a shirt, right? Okay, so that's it for today. I'll see some of you on Friday with Chris Clark at 6 p.m. The rest of you, hopefully I'll see you next week for another issue of the I Love Jeet Kune Do broadcast. Until then, this is Dwight Woods, the Jeet Kune Do Rebel, signing off. Hope everything's doing fine in your neck of the wood, COVID-wise, and stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Take care.
What's this thing you do?
In Cantonese, Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist.
Intercepting fist, huh?
Or foot. Come on, touch me. Any way you can. You see? To reach me, you must move to me. Your attack offers me an opportunity to intercept you.